Hello, welcome to part 7 of the Starsiege playthrough, I think. Yes, I am correct, because I have decided to keep notes, and which will definitely help in the future. Okay. A lot of people were saying 2 parts ago, these parts are getting too long, they're 40 minutes long. How dare you make me enjoy entertainment for longer than some unspecified unit of time, I don't know. And after releasing a 13-minute part, other people were like, how dare you release 13 minutes of only this? I need more. I need you to cram more in every hole in my body. So I'm going to assume that since 13 minutes is too short and 40 minutes is too long, maybe I'll try to aim for 30 minutes. And I say that, and I'm sure that I'm going to look down and there's going to be like a 60-minute part, or it's going to be 10 minutes long. I don't know. What is my life, really? Okay, let's go ahead and get this. Oh gosh, I can just. This is like the deviant art of 2840 or whatever year this is. Actually, do these even specify war timeline? No, that it's weird that the. I think the human timeline actually specifies actual dates, whereas the Cybrid timeline specifies these units, and I think that year zero, as far as the Cybrids are concerned, is whenever Prometheus was first booted up. I think. It might be the moment of the fire. It might be whenever he and Epimetheus merged. I can't remember. Anyways, but here's some other stuff I did think to remember. Okay, correction from last time. Canaan and Herabic are not both immortals. Canaan is not immortal, and he is not the Emperor's son. It's the other way around. Herabic is the son of Epimetheus. His real name was Victor Peterson. Now, Victor Peterson ended up dying, I think. He may have died of natural causes, I don't remember. But he ended up being put into the body of someone called Archibald Weathers, who was a hero of the Second Earth Siege. Now, he went on to start a family, you know, a Weather line, and they ended up becoming like infamous amongst the Imperial Knights. And let's see, one of them was named Duke Lansing Weathers, and he had 2 kids, maybe more, I don't know, but he had Canaan and he had Herabic. Now, neither one of those are related to Peterson genetically in any way, because again, Victor Peterson had his brain put inside of another guy's body, and the same thing happened this time. Herabic was involved in some sort of air car, or you know, it's a vehicular accident, and this little, I can't remember how old he was. He was like 10 or 8 or something like that. But inside of the medical facility, he was dying, basically dead already. So they removed his brain and covertly put in the brain of Victor Peterson, aka Archibald Weathers. So as a result, Archibald Weathers is actually inside the body of one of his own like grandchildren or great-grandchildren. So Canaan is actually brother to the body like this. His brother's dead. Herabic is dead. But Victor Peterson lives on inside of Herabic's body, which continued to grow up, because he now has this organometric brain that's controlling all of his body functions and whatnot. It's really weird. Anyways, enough of those notes. I just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. Let's see. As you can see, Eats Only Heads is alive once again. I think I'm going to keep these on him. This is idiotic. But one of the reasons why this worked so well in the previous mission is simply because we encountered, as you may have noticed, absolutely nothing but tanks. So, consequently, since I didn't have to lower anything's shields, and it went really, really well. But I'm going to continue to show you idiotic things, which may or may not be idiotic, I don't know. Let's show you the Recluse. Now, tanks, again, are not very good in this game. There's a couple of exceptions, which would be the... Now it's not the Dreadnought. Fuck, what is it? I remembered it as soon as I finished recording the other day, and then I forgot about it. But one of them is the Predator. The Predator is based on cache technology. It levitates off the ground. But that's not why it's good, necessarily. It's just really good as far as movement goes. It can strafe and all sorts of crazy shit. Not Dreadnought. Dreadlock. That's what it is. Yes! Fuck, I'm awesome. Dreadlock is one of those, and it's good primarily because it has a lot of armor, and at the same time, it's... Maybe I'll try this. And it also has a, like a shovel kind of thing. It has a, it's like a bulldozer. It looks like that. It has like a front loader on, you know, the front of it, and that actually enables you to kind of coast around and prevent people from shooting you. Let's see. No, I don't have this. I'm trying to decide what to do. I can finally mount... I can mount these because these mounts make no sense at all. There's no way that this is a large mount. They probably just fucked this up and decided just to go ahead. You can change this in scripts. You can change a small mount into a large one if you want, which it looks really weird because then there's this gigantic gun sticking out of a section that shouldn't have anything in it. I don't want to put it. I'll probably never use these. Just, I mean, fuck these stupid sinking bullshit things. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put all blink guns on this thing because, yeah, why not? That'll finally bring Dakon to a fucking orgasm. Piece of shit. Do I even have... Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, these are all stock. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the weird exceptions. It seems like all the later Cybrid skins actually... Like the goat and stuff, we didn't have any terrain skins for that. But this one we do, apparently. I don't know. No moon skins, though, so I guess we won't be blending in with the moon. Oh, well. Now you notice that we can't mount shield. I'll show you that. There's no shield option. We can't do that. And oh, this is gonna suck for you, buddy, because we only have Circom. We don't even have Durac. We don't have anything. And this one, I'll use this. This is a human large reactor that we salvaged. Let's go ahead and use that. Why not? It has greater capacity than. Let's see. What's 6.5? Don't have one. This is the closest comparison. 5.5 mass. In comparison, we have, let's see, what is this? 650 energy reserve, 80 output. Same thing, actually. Huh. So this is actually better in every way. Alright, ignore what I said. Let's use a Delta reactor. Fuck me. Alright, Alpha. And don't need basic. We need the ultralight or the compact sensor. And one of the offsets of the tanks is that they have 3 specials. So we can mount a diffusion jammer, why not? Why is it? Because it's a large mount. Okay, maybe I can... By the way, there's these 2 things, the turbo booster and the rocket booster. They do exactly what you might imagine. They make you go very, very quickly. Which, if you think about it, doesn't make any sense because you're in either... Well, actually, Abrams tanks... Modern Abrams do actually have a similar system, but anyways, like especially on a walking tank, a Herc, a mech, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Although imagining it is hilarious. But anyways, these things do make you go a lot faster. This one makes you go way faster than the turbo, but the downside is that you can't really steer that well whenever it's on. You'll find yourself kind of unable to really do much of anything. Universal ammo pack, I've never really showed that. It kind of does what you might imagine. You just get more ammo per shot, or whatever you have to be using. I think I've covered all the rest of these. Go ahead and install the beta thing. Again, the AI can't use cloaks unless you are also using one. Capacitor. And that's never going to come up. I don't need that. Field stabilizer, don't really need that, especially not on a tank. So I guess I'll just throw a battery on there. Why not? You're going to need it with these 3 blink guns. Let's see how well he does with these stupid things. One of the things is going to make it hard to track how efficient he is with these is that you can't see internal damage on an enemy vehicle. If you're being hit by them, you certainly can, because there's a gigantic-ass list that's going to show up if you happen to use it. Okay, but we're going to install this on Eats Only Heads, as he's already died once. So hey, why not make him our guinea pig, you know? So from now on, he is not Eats Only Heads, he is Eats Only Shit. Because that's his role in life from this point forward. So if he manages to survive, then he manages to survive. If he doesn't, fuck him. I guess I'll have to go back and resurrect his ghost once again. Ooh, spooky. But he should be fine, I think. We'll see how... Since this is a tank, he'll probably sustain the most damage. Usually, the AI does not die unless they... You know, something hits them with a bunch of missiles all at the same time. I think that's actually what happened to him last time. One of those paladins got him whenever I wasn't looking. Alright, briefing.
Tactical status. The human animals of Third World subordinate Luna are demoralized, impaired. The human animals are weak, vulnerable. Conclusion. Destroying designated spaceports will foreclose possibility of the animals rallying. We, the next, can eliminate remaining animals at time of our choosing. Core directive instruction. Destroy human-animal spaceports. Hurt. Name. Kill. Acknowledge. Submit.
This briefing dude really gets into it sometimes, doesn't he? Okay. Oh, fuck this mission, because I remember this now. Lord. Oh, this is gonna be rough. People love to use this model that we're going to be seeing in-game. They love to turn it upside down and use it as a, like a, something to smooth out maps. Because whenever you're making multiplayer maps, as long as you use existing terrain from another map, then you can do whatever you want. And since most people like playing on flat terrain, a common thing to do was to take these gigantic models, whether it's these or something else, and put them in such a way that you were driving on top of them. And that would be the level. That way you didn't even have to worry about the terrain. Okay, let's see. Lord, thinking about this mission. This is not going to be great. It's not going to be great. Let's see. But I really like the way that... I'll go ahead and start. I really like the way that Cybrid's work in this game. Because I like the fact that they're very efficient. Like, we are going to close off the spaceports. That way the human beings can't escape. And then after that, we will round them up and slaughter all of them. Okay. No. I don't really remember this one too well. Oh, this is why. Oh, there's no way I'm going to get all these things. Alright, guys, come on. Gotta concentrate, see if I can... It's gonna be hard to try to pick all these guys off at the same time. Because we've got to get rid of the Hercs. Maybe they can handle them while I go ahead and try to... Okay, make sure I'm tracking from behind, that way I don't get shot in the back. You guys go ahead and finish them off. I will attempt to finish these guys. Because the problem with this is that if I go too far, then my mission control will get kind of upset that I am abandoning the mission because I've gone beyond the mission boundaries. Oh, you got them all? Wow, that was really efficient, guys. Okay, who's alive? Okay, he has taken a little bit of damage. One of his blink guns got hit. And everyone else seems to be okay. Alright, let's go. Ah, shit. I keep forgetting. There's more and more of these things. This is going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to go back regardless to try to get absolutely everything. Oh, can't leave these humans alive, guys. Remember, they get in holes and they breed. Ha ha ha, holes. Okay. I think several of them are going to fly overhead. Oh, Lord. I think these actually circle, so I will leave them be.
Visualize mass destruction. Engaging now.
Several of these keep circling overhead for a while, and then they will leave, because that's what they're scripted to do. So I'll see if I'm able to actually pick off all of them. Okay, here it is. This is what we're going to have to take out. There's quite a few things that are actually down there. I think I'm going to skirt the perimeter, though, and try to take out absolutely everything. Now, usually things like this are just scripted in. This is... These Banshees, I'll show you. These used to be playable. These were originally planned to be playable things, but... Grab him. Were originally planned to be playable, but they ran out of time. You can, in theory, you can script them back in. I'm not going to be able to take him out. No, come back. Come on. Join on me. I'll go ahead and take this thing out. You can put them back in, you can control them, but the controls are pretty piss poor. There's a script that you can actually use that will enable you to handle them a little bit better, but it's still not super great. Okay, no, that one got it away. He'll probably circle back around, so I might be able to get him there. Let's go ahead and finish these guys off. Otherwise, these are going to end up being patrols. I think they're scripted to, once you have done enough damage inside the base, they will kind of activate and come after you.
Seem to have destroyed you. Sorry.
Plankton's doing pretty damn well with those autocannons, isn't he? Oh, my frame rate's really killing me, though. You wouldn't think that a 1999 game would actually be that much of an issue, but it kind of has been a problem, especially whenever I have to zoom in. And as you notice that whenever you're fighting, you really need to zoom in quite a lot. Maybe once I get a new computer. Maybe once I get a new computer. Oh, nice, nice. This has been my fabled thing that will never actually seem to happen. I was trying to get a new PC before I bought Dark Souls 2, because I originally was planning on trying to do a DS2 playthrough, but obviously that didn't work out too well. The last thing left is going to be this Banshee. No, just come back, come back, come back. I'm gonna wait for this thing to circle back, then I might be able to finish him. Usually, if I have something that... Oh, is he going to crash? Yes, he's damaged enough that his engines got knocked out. Ah, so we can just sneak up and kill him. Yes! And we have these terrain trucks. I think I'm actually going to get 100% of the enemies. Yay for me. Okay. Alright, that works out great. It satisfies my bloodlust, and it entertains you guys at the same time. Oh, look at that. Oh. Little flashing lights, so you can see him. So I have something to track whenever I murder him. Whoop, 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 whoop. Make sure these things don't really have much armor, so it's not a big deal. Plague Dog, you're gonna have to get out of the way, buddy. Okay, and there's not much left. I think once we destroy all these things down here, then here's our friend the Banshee, who is... Let's see if we can actually... Oh, did he... No, okay, he has all his guns. Okay, he actually hasn't taken any damage since then.
Are we alone?
You sure are, buddy. Everything's gone pretty well so far. Better than expected, actually. I think there's supposed to be one more patrol that shows up. Ah, you're there. Okay. I wanted to make sure, because if you destroy all these things, all these buildings, you meet a mission objective. And, no, I know. Our primary objective is to destroy absolutely everything, so I guess even if I did destroy the buildings beforehand, it wouldn't matter. Shit. Getting flanked accidentally. But yeah, I want to eventually get that new PC, and then a lot of things will be a lot easier. Haha. Hey, what happened to you, buddy? Huh, that was mysterious. Did you do that? No? Okay, alright. Maybe it was the ghost of your predecessor, coming back to haunt me for not letting him live. Okay. And one more patrol. After that, I'll circle back around and try to destroy the orbital platforms, and then finish off these buildings, and that'll be it. The nice thing about this game is that the missions are pretty simple. They're simple, but they can be really dangerous if you're not outfitted correctly. Ooh, I better go rescue him. Well, gee, I wonder why. You're face fucking this. You can't do that, buddy. Another thing is that these reactor explosions don't do a ton of damage, but they can do enough damage to kind of either finish off a wounded Herc, or at least take off like your weapons, which can be a problem if you have like a limited number of something. Thankfully, those blink guns are kind of plentiful, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, come on. There's a gnat on my shoulder. Go away. Okay. Alright, I think this is the last of those, so let's just clean up. And I'll take off my headphones, because surely that's it. Now that I have my headphones off, I can actually tell how loud I'm being. And I can actually concentrate without having things popping off in my ear every 2 seconds. Oh, okay. But again, this is another one of these destroy all buildings missions. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Yeah. On the subject of that stupid computer, I really don't like talking about things like this, but eventually I do want to... One thing that I wanted to do during this playthrough is talk about my Patreon account that I'm setting up. Or, it's actually set up already. It's been set up, but I haven't really bothered launching it for various reasons. One reason is because I don't like the idea of really taking money from people. I've mentioned this before, but I also wanted a little bit of time to let the idea kind of situate and let people know that it's going to be coming up eventually. And it kind of has to, because I don't make much money off of YouTube. You might think that I actually do, but I don't. I make just enough to pay off some basic loans that I'm going to be paying off for a very long time. But otherwise, I rely a whole bunch on the fact that I kind of live in my own little Congrex here with my family. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to get to destroy this one last storage. You know, you think it would be enough that I would destroy everything except for this, but it actually saddens me a little bit that I don't get to kill this one last thing. It probably doesn't even show up as being a kill. Oh well. Oh well. I'll talk about that shit later. Alright, let's listen to our buddy.
Killer of Animals, 4th. Your efficiency continues to be noted in the raid record. New boots have been commissioned to emulate your programming.
That's great.
The core directive advances efficiently. Dissector Sect purifier units are currently destroying, capturing, examining surviving lunar animals. The way is open to third planet, homeworld, Desire.
I absolutely love that. The fact that we are so fucking good at this, that newborns, new boots, the new AIs that are being booted up, the new Cybrids, are trying to emulate us. Not like looking up to us, they're actually programming them to act more like how we behave. That is, I absolutely love. It's not enough to say we're teaching them what you do. It's we are actually making more of you because you are so awesome. By the way, the reason why Cybrids have personalities now is because Prometheus realized that having nothing but mindless automatons as his subjects actually weakened his overall plan because everything was inflexible. And also the addition of having new ideas popping up rather than it just being him and his experience alone actually benefits the whole, which I think is a really interesting sort of... It's a lot different from most evil robot races in any other setting, because usually they're just, we're the bad guys, we're all the same, we're just mindless, we don't have any personalities. But Cybrids are the exact opposite. They're basically just like really amoral, sinister human beings. Like, look up here. The Sector Sect, the Purifier units, are sweeping over the moon right now, capturing all the human beings that have survived. Because remember, we just took out the spaceport, the main spaceport. So they can't escape back to Earth or anything. The only thing they can do is just pitter around on the moon, waiting for us to find them. And the Dissector Sects, what they do is they capture humans, they take them to their labs, and they just do shit to them. What I love about these is anytime they come up in the story is the shit that they do to people. It doesn't really make any sense. It's like they're just torturing people just to torture them. Like, taking off someone's skin and seeing how long they'll survive that way, or removing their eyes and implanting new things inside of it, or removing a limb and seeing if they can graft it onto an entirely new part of the body, or just random ass shit. And the Cybrids, the great thing about it is that the Cybrids are completely innocent about it. Like, they're not doing it because they want to be evil. They're just genuinely fascinated by concepts like fear and pain and things like that. They don't experience them. So just doing this shit is completely fascinating to them in every way. And I love that about them. Maybe that makes me demented. I don't know. It probably does, but fuck you guys. That's fantastic. Okay, anyways. Eats Only Heads is now ranked as Ascendant Integral. He's now integral to the Cybrid Collective. Corinthian Blue is the first prototype / true that we have gotten. I want to say this is the best rank that you can actually get, and I can't quite remember. It's kind of weird that I don't have that rank yet. Oh well, obviously it's now time for a cinematic. I'm guessing that we're going to be going to Earth now. But we'll see. As soon as it loads in. Slow ass computer. Oh lord. Go away now. Yeah, shoot those fuckers in the back.
My children, the animals are crushed. Our world is subordinate is ours.
I like the stars in the shadow of the earth. That shouldn't be there.
As expected,
look at his head.
Prometheus attempts to reunite his forces. His fleet returns from Fourth World Mars. Our new imperative is to establish a nexus on homeworld desire before the animal groups converge. But next will divert the animals' attention while you establish the critical polar nexus. Warning.
That's a big ship.
Animals will fight fiercely, but they can be defeated. The triumph of the next is inevitable if you act efficiently. Do not fail me.
Come on, execute. Kill. Execute. Do it. Do it.
Execute core directives.
Yes.
Execute.
Yes. Execute. 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 Damn you. You can tell he's really excited about being on Earth. Okay. Now we should have all sorts of new shit. I'm not sure how he did, because I forgot to write down what exactly he has done, so... he didn't die, and he didn't lose anything, so good job. Maybe I'll upgrade you with something else, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, Plague Dog is my second. Because one, he's got my name, right? And the second is that he is hilarious. Although obviously, listening to his things repeat can get kind of old. Okay. Anyways. We are now on Earth. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's go ahead and get all this. They're trying to fight back, but they're not doing a very good job of it. Considering the Fortress Earth proclamation, we actually really haven't had that much resistance so far. Although I don't know how much he actually tried to reinforce, Luna, the moon. But it seems like most of the actual financing and all the resources were put into the Imperial Knights, who again are on their way back here. But as the cinematic said, we're trying to rush so that we can actually take those guys out beforehand. Let me finish off this stupid Patreon thing. I just wanted to say that eventually I will have to go to Patreon as my primary source of money. Because if I'm going to make a living doing this sort of stuff, making animations and doing the YouTube thing, then there's no way that I can do it on the schedule that, I can as an animator. There's just no possible way because of the way that YouTube works. So if I can just get enough people to just donate $1 or $5 or whatever, that can really... Because right now, like I said, I just barely make enough for the sake of paying off loans. And there's no way that I'm really going to crest beyond that without turning it into a Let's Play channel, which I am not going to do. Although I'm obviously doing Let's Play, but this is more just... Like today, I just got through animating. Like, I spent all day animating. And right now, I'm kind of dead tired because I really should be in bed right now, but I'm just trying to get one of these things out and so on. Anyways, eventually I will have to go to Patreon or I'll just have to stop, making videos and find a real job and so on. So, I have to force myself to talk about Patreon even though I don't want to. I have to force myself to try to get people to donate even though I hate the idea of doing that. I really don't like money. I really hate money. I don't like having to deal with it. I don't like what it does to people. I don't like having to, worry about people that are concerned about nothing but money. Been an ongoing thing in my life. I really don't care for it. Anyways, I'll release that sometime in the future. I don't know when. Eventually. I'm not pressed for finances at the moment, other than needing a computer, a new PC, because obviously I still have, even with this little game, this little 1999 game, I still have issues. I can't record any modern games for the same reason. This is actually a fairly adequate PC, but for the things that I actually need it to do, it's somewhat substandard. YouTube is actually coming out. It was announced today. 60 frames per second videos are going to be coming out. That's going to kill me, because already all my videos are at 24 frames per second. Which means that if I can take them up to 60. But it's going to mean a lot of changes in how I animate, and it's going to require a bit more processing power and so on. And like these 40-minute Starsiege videos, on using them in Power Director, it takes Lord, how much did it say? It takes like 8 hours or 9 hours to render one of the videos. And if I discover that there was some sort of error, like one time the quality was really bad for some reason, and another time the audio had fucked up in some way, and another time I had misplaced the audio by a couple of seconds, which meant that I had to redo everything. So that was another full day of rendering, which also meant that I either had to leave the computer on while I slept and let it render that way, or I had to, you know, lose a day of work because it uses so much processing power in this PC that I couldn't animate at the same time. I couldn't do anything. So anyways, getting a new PC would resolve a lot of these things, but as of now, I could probably buy one, but it would use up my life savings, so I've been very hesitant on the idea of trying to bother with it. But anyways, enough of that. I hate talking about this, but it's something that I told myself that I had to do. Okay, back to what I actually enjoyed doing. Adjudicator, we finally got this. Yes, this is my favorite thing in the game, I think. I think this is my favorite one in the game. I can't really think of any that I would actually prefer. I like the Apocalypse too, which is actually sort of the equivalent, the human equivalent to this. But this is the Adjudicator. You actually saw it in the opening, if you remember. You remember it stomping around at the very end of that awesome cinematic? And it goes like, beware. I think it's saying beware. I have no idea. But as you can see, it doesn't look quite the same as it does in the cinematic, which was a huge controversy. And in Starsiege 2845, some people wanted this, a newly modeled version of this, the in-game Adjudicator, because they don't like the idea of Hercs having arms, which I really didn't mind, especially on this one, because they don't really look like arms. They kind of just look like extended gimbals or something. And there was also a cinematic version that was made. I really like that one. It's just an awesome design. I don't see many designs that look like this exactly. And this is another one that you can't really make with a torso twist only design theme. You just can't do it. Because where the hell are you going to put a torso on this? There's no torso. I mean, you can make these top mounts kind of rotate, but that's about it. And you can sort of make the head swivel from side to side, but that's more of an animation, less so than torso twist. You would actually have to move this down. Like, instead of mounting the legs to the sides here, you would have to put them on sort of a rotating torso gimbal right under the cockpit. But then it wouldn't look the same. It wouldn't have the same profile. But anyways, as you can see, 2 railguns, a radiation gun for God knows what reason. What the fuck were they thinking? And a twin laser? What? I don't know. Shit just baffles the fuck out of my shit. Baffles the fuck out of my shit. Shit, fuck. Anyways, let's go ahead and outfit ourselves with the standard nonsense. I'm not going to be doing much experimenting on myself. Is this large? Okay, I don't think I got any new cuttlefish. By the way, the cuttlefish cloak is the same exact thing, except it's a little bit better. Usually you only mount this if you're trying to make some sort of stealth profile. A multiplayer stealth actually worked. You could install the shittiest armor, which had the best, the lowest profile. I don't know how that works, but whatever. And give yourself really good sensors, I think? Or is it really bad sensors? I can't remember how that works. But do that, plus give yourself the cuttlefish thing. And let's see, switch your sensor range down to passive and things like that, and they'll lower your signature to the point that people could not detect you. They could physically see you, but that was it. Anyways, looks like we didn't get anything new. No. Okay. And let's go ahead and do this. Direct. Yes, we got a new direct, so we can put that on somebody. And I don't need... It would be nice to have... Because this would enable you to just... Like... Oh, this is hard to explain. But you target things by pressing, like, the letter T. And with, like, this, you could just press it, and you wouldn't need to be looking at them. I think it has extended range and so on. You would just automatically target them. But with this, you kind of had to physically look at them in order to target them. Yes, Theta! Yay! Theta shield generator, guys! Look at this big-ass thing. Looks like a big, tasty croissant. You could probably bite into this, and all sorts of bugs will come out. But there'd also be, like, cherries inside. It would be really nice. Except for the bugs. Unless you like bugs. They're chocolate-covered. Anyways, this is the best shield generator in the whole game. Next to possibly the fast shield generator for the humans, but you use that one only if you're in something fast, or you're doing very quick pop out and shoot sort of engagements. Oh, thank God Starsiege does not have jump jets. That is one of the worst things about MechWarrior. If you want to know why certain things don't work in MechWarrior, it's pretty much exclusively because of the ability to hide behind hills, jump up in the air and shoot someone and then land behind a hill. You know, that alone fucks up so many things in the way that that game works. Let's see. Do I have... I do have human salvage, but the engines are so small I can't really use them. What's the minimum? Oh, really? So I'm going to actually have to use an extra large engine. Because this one isn't big enough. If I drop down my weapon weight, I might be able to use this. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do a new skin. Oh, I don't have the... Oh, we have to wait until we get the platinum adjudicator, which I can't remember if we actually get those yet. I think we do have the ability. Okay, I'll explain that. There are normal human hercs, like the Apocalypse, the Gorgon, which we have been encountering. Then there are better versions of them called the Knights Gorgon, or the Knights Apocalypse. Those are better in every single way except for... It seems like the Terran versions have more armor or something. Like, just barely. It's something idiotic that never ever comes up. Because, again, armor in this game is kind of worthless. I don't want to be pink. I don't want to be standard. Okay, Daikon, I'll use your dumb skin. Wonder where mine are. Oh, well. Anyways, and for the Cybrids, their version of this is we have the Life Adjudicator now, and later we will get the Platinum Guard Adjudicator, I think. I might be remembering things I scripted in. Again, it's been years since I played this. But we will get that, and that's better in every single way in that same way. The Platinum Guard are the sort of the official guard of Prometheus himself. Like, they are the best equipped and so on. They're stationed primarily on the on Pluto, where he is at the moment. Spoilers, but Prometheus is on Pluto. That's where his base of operations is. Let's see. They go in more into that in the human campaign. It's a couple imps, and since this is exceeds my estimate by 5 almost. Damn. That's gonna be a problem. I can drop down this. That saves quite a lot, but it's still nowhere near enough. This is much easier on the Platinum because they have increased tonnage. Oh Lord. Because I need to be able to show these to you because you're going to be using them a lot. And I don't want to drop the imps because they're just 1.5 anyways. Oh, by the way, we got the Electron Flux Whip. if you have played Starsiege, you know how badass these things used to be. In-game, you've seen them before. In Starsiege, they kind of just whipped all... That's where they got their name. You know, as whips. They just kind of whipped all around the screen, and they just ate through everything. They would just melt anything in front of them. They were just absolutely awesome. In this game, not so much. Again, in this game, everything is 1 by 1 pixels that you're firing out of a gun. And in the case of the whips, they can't make a real whip. So what they did is they scripted these to randomly fire a 1 by 1 pixel sort of shotgun 1 pellet at a time in a random direction, and the animation for the elf would course to wherever that pixel went. So these are not reliable at all as far as aiming goes. They have some moderate use, like if you put 2 of them on a shepherd, or even 1 on a shepherd. I've seen people do that, and put 3 imps or 2 imps. Then you can melt someone's shields down with 1 hit, and then use the elves to, if you're lucky anyways, because they actually deal a shit ton of damage if you can actually land the hits, which is their main problem. I won't be using these. I might put them as a joke on something. Although they're really not joke weapons, they're just difficult to use. And they have a terrible range of 150 meters, so they're also kind of shitty in that respect. Also, they use a lot of energy. Anyways, I don't think I'm going to dismount anything. That's the only new thing that we've gotten, aside from these Shrike missiles, which were a big problem in multiplayer. When people made boats, they usually used these. I could use the railguns. Railguns are fun, but they're ammo-based weapons. They don't have a lot of ammo. I mean, I could use this, but it has just as high of a tonnage as the shield modulator does, which actually has less. It's 1 ton less. So I guess I'll drop down on Circ. Can I get this? Apparently not. Shit. Fuck. Maybe. Okay. Oh, Lord. And point 1, you had to deal with this shit all the time in Starsiege. Fuck this game. Fuck me in the ass. Tell you what, let's just use a shield amplifier. Maybe I can get away with that. And that'll enable me to go up 0.5, I guess. So maybe I'll be able to use this. Oh well, what a mess of a configuration that is. Oh well. Let's see. I don't think I have another adjudicator. No, I do not. So I guess he'll keep that. And I think I'll show you the bolo this time on this little guy. And I've already used blink guns. Yeah, okay. Let's use elves on this. If I can mount them. He might be a little bit... That might be too much as far as mass goes. Hope you guys enjoy watching this. I probably wouldn't, myself. But again, I don't get to listen to me. I don't get to listen to the magic that is me. I can probably drop some by... Later on, we'll get something called an A-grav, anti-gravity. It's another cache sort of weapon. Or it's a cache accessory. That will enable you to mount more tonnage onto your vehicle. Which one's large? This one's the large. Put that on there. What am I missing? Power storage. That's a bit much. I'm still way over, though. Maybe I can... I would normally just start fucking with this relentlessly. It's kind of important for them to be able to defend themselves against these missiles. But I guess he'll just have to do without. He'll have to take his chances. Sorry, Eats Only shit. But that's the breaks, buddy. And this is actually pretty effective at this point, I think. No. Yeah. This, by the way, this is... Yeah, okay. This is the sort of the worst armor in the game. But it's used for stealth. Like you would put this on a stealth configuration. Of course, if you... especially if you're a tank, if you happen to be hit by that, you're done. It's pretty important that I have good armor on this guy. Maybe I can drop down on... Because I want to be able to show these off. Guy, you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry, but... And I've already got that compact, man. Oh, Lord. Okay, 2 on this. Maybe I can drop down on... I don't know. Capacitor. I've got 0.5 that I can add. That's a 3. Ugh. But you can see why there's a save button for the configuration loadout, because making one of these to work appropriately is pretty difficult, actually. And... oh well, I'll just keep it like that, I guess. Maybe I can go up 1 on reactor. Yes, okay. Okay, and that's good on him. Oh, Lord. And poor you. Surely there's another shepherd. Yes, okay. I can finally give him something. Maybe I can turn him into a boat. That might be kind of funny. I don't know. And since it's a little bit awkward for a human being to use a firing chain, but in the case of the AI, it's not really a big deal. Maybe I'll have him use... These are pretty heavy, actually. But, actually, yeah, go ahead and do that. Instead of strikes. Strikes are kind of boring. Let's have him use the spiders. These little spider guys. Why not? Give him my old skin. Shield capacitor. Enhanced range. Don't need this. Definitely don't need this. Reduce that. Okay, let's give him Dirac. Why not? Don't need advance. There's a shield generator. I can put a Theta on him. Well, that... Fuck you, buddy, getting what I wanted. Actually, hold on. We still have these mag cannons on here. These really aren't appropriate for that. Is there anything... I'll give him a couple blasters. Because blasters are actually good for both shields and armor, for the most part. So even if he uses up these... or these end up being a wash, then he'll still be doing something of merit. Probably don't need that big of a shield generator. It's still going to eat through energy, but it's not going to be a big deal. It's probably good enough for him. Lord, I'm sorry, guys, if you really don't enjoy me doing these configuration things. This is just part of the game. I can't remember if I've already gone through all these. But I'll let you see these. I really like that. That's nice. Very nice. I would hate to be the guy that actually had to animate all those. Actually, I think I have gone through all these. Oh, well. Some of these things are pretty interesting. I know some of you were laughing at the "we are kind of nice" quote from the last episode. Okay. I can save here, but maybe I can try to... I'll tell you what. I will end here if this does not go well. I'll try to get in another mission, but if that's not the case, then goodbye. Starting now. If not, then we'll launch into the briefing scene.
Homeworld Desire is defended by powerful orbital guns placed by the humans. The Human Animals Network has a weak link. You and your subordinate units will spearhead, lead the destruction of the Polar Siege gun generators. Tactical analysis. A triad of generators' powers animates the human weapons in Zone 7621. Conclusion. Destroy these generators. Prepare the area for the Nexus landing. Hurt. Maim. Kill. Acknowledge. Submit.
Something about that was funny to me. All this lead up, like, there's these guns in orbit. They're being powered by generators. Conclusion, blow up the generators. I don't know, maybe it's just I'm tired. I don't know. I'm pretty tired right now. And this room, I only have one little section of the house to myself, and it is this tiny little enclosed room, and there's actually people still awake, and they're doing things, and I can't interrupt them. So I have to keep the door locked, which means that all the heat being generated by the stupid PC is also being trapped inside of here. So it's really hot, and I'm very tired. So I'm kind of being, especially, my mind is wandering quite a bit, and I'm very cold, or very hot. Yes, the other thing. Yes, I never destroyed these in the last thing. Oh well. Wow, that was fast. You can see how powerful these PBWs are, particle beam weapons. Okay. Oh Lord, we're blending right in with the environment, aren't we, guys? They'll never know we're coming. Okay. What's our objectives? Destroy all the generators. and defend against any filthy, filthy animals that happen to attack. I'm so glad that there's nothing flying overhead or anything this time. Let me slow down some. There were no deployment zones for this one, although I think in a future episode there might be. Remember, this one was actually a bit of a problem. It's pretty... Because, see, these are, there they go! There they go! Go get them, guys! Get him! Fuck him up! Oh, because they were targeting that. Get him! Get him! Get him! See, they're attacking his legs. Ah, yes! Spiders are great. Okay, anyways, you can see all these fucking turrets that are, in theory, they can kind of fuck us up. Okay, he's gonna run out of ammo really quickly, though. So enjoy those while you can, guys. I'll try to track them, because those are fun to watch. They're fun to use, too. These PBWs also take quite a while to actually regenerate. Don't... Oh, see, I can't do that with him. He's going to waste them. Do they... Okay, they do this walk off and target whatever they can. Those little spiders are kind of hard to balance, as you might imagine. Because, obviously, you can't really... I don't think... Do they operate by radar? I don't think they do. But, they cannot be jammed, I don't think. Which means that you can just fire at them and forget. They can never outrun them, which I find hilarious. Okay, what are they fire? What is burning? What is burning? Oh! Ghost fire. Ghost fire. Mysterious. 1999. Okay. We can go to either one of these. I guess I'll go to Nav 2, though. Oh, that's right. There's a couple of enemies. I think they're in this. They're in this little valley. And we'll encounter them there, I think. And since I think they're kind of stealthy, that's the reason why we're not picking them up yet. Aha! See? Aha! You know, even though these Myrmidons are not especially effective, I really love their design. Even though it's so generic. Okay, he's fine. I saw that.
Seem to have destroyed you. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, this is gonna be a long-ass episode. I feel sorry only for me. You guys are probably going to love it, except for those people that were hating on the 40-minute ones. And again, I said at the beginning, I'm going to look down, it's going to be an hour long. It's already an hour long. Ah, fuck me in the ass. Fuck me slowly and... No, not slowly. Fuck me hard and fast in the ass. You know what? Just get in there. Let's try to check out these turrets. And... I guess that's it. For really, only one turret. These guys are kind of tricky. I'm just going to... Because the AI's aim is way better than mine. One thing that I have been meaning to mention... Ah, damn it. My aim sucks. Oh, there he goes. Knew it. That's why you don't bring tanks. You saw it. I'm gonna have to do this again anyways. To bring him back to life. Might actually have a new, Oh, maybe that turret took him out. I don't know. Anyways, that's why you don't bring tanks. But one thing I wanted to mention... Man, I took a lot of damage too. I haven't even noticed. Maybe I should do these while I'm more awake. But the AI, in the mission editor for this, whenever you're making like multiplayer maps, you can also make campaigns, and you can set things like the AI difficulty and so on. And I think later on, we will, in like the final couple of missions, we'll encounter the most deadly kind of AI that we can come up against. But what they will do is the first thing that they will do is go after your most powerful weapon mounts. So they will attempt to shoot off your weapons before anything else, which of course leaves you next to defenseless. I think that's it for this base, so let's get going. Alright, come on, let's go. Oh, those shepherds are so cute. But they'll shoot off your weapons first, and then after that, I think that they go after your legs. Not your toes specifically, but your legs. And you can kind of see that with my damage up top. You'll notice that my weapons and my legs have taken the most damage. Which is probably because the AI that we're facing right now is not the shitty AI that we were coming up against whenever we were first doing the beginning missions. So as the game goes on, the actual loadouts of the enemies won't really get that much better, because the developers of this game really didn't understand how to play their own game. Like the shield capacitor and the shield modulator thing, they obviously did not think about that. They don't know how to do that. They didn't really anticipate, oh shit, we're being flanked. I didn't even knew these guys were here, but I wasn't really thinking about it. Oh, I love these Myrmidons. But you see how easy they are to kill. It's so unfortunate. But they're so cool looking. They're like the most tank-like of... It never stops. That never gets old. But the configurations never really get much better. One of the things that they do to artificially make the difficulty higher is they will give these boating Really? They will give these boating configurations to the enemies. Like, you'll see things show up and they'll have like either 2 missile mounts, or they'll have sometimes 3 or 4. And that's just to try to kill you with these completely unfair loadouts that will do an insane amount of damage at the cost of ammo, which they don't have to worry about. One of the things that we confirmed last time is that our AI teammates actually do run out of ammo. You could hear them in the prior part. I think Corinthian Blue, or whoever it was that had the ammo, whoever was using missiles, mentioned that he had run out of ammo, which I had completely forgotten about. There's a lot of things in this game that I forgot about, and then as soon as I hear them, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so obvious. And all these horrible, horrible memories come flooding back in my head, and I can't remember why I ever forgot about them to begin with. Okay, that should be just about it. Oh, it is it. Okay. Praise Gabriel will, guys. Praise hour-long video recordings that are going to... Oh, Lord, it's going to take me a whole day to render this.
Efficient. Your efficiency ratings remain pure.
Oh, this is a terrible idea.
The next are established on Homeworld Desire. This time, we shall not fail. Secondary data feed. The fleet of Epimetheus, leader of Animals Prime, returns from 4th planet. Prepare for enhanced resistance from human animals.
Okay, this is code for we are going to be fighting knights in the next mission. And I have now hit the highest ranking, I think. Casualties lost the crown. Oh, eats only shit. Oh, too bad. Well, I guess I'll have to Frankenstein him once again, which means that I'll have to overwrite the existing save that we see here. It's kind of funny seeing all these things, and then just one... This is the summary of Eats Only Shit's life. This friendly's destroyed Bolo. That's it. Okay. But actually, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Sepsis. Sepsis is the cool guy. I don't know. Should we just use this guy? I really don't like the idea of losing guys, though. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. But let's go ahead and read this guy, because he is new. Again, this is the generic guy. If you kind of lose all your teammates, I think they start generating new ones that are just like this guy. Anyways, okay, biography of this guy. Measures its efficiency progress in terms of how well it serves Giver of Will and aspires to set an example for the other units of the next. Its beliefs are deeply rooted in the tenets established by Giver of Will. It views destruction of human animals as a necessity for continued evolution of the next. Sepsis has been rewarded frequently for its loyalty to the core directive. It yearns to scan distant locations, particularly third planet Homeworld Desire, the boot place of Great Prometheus. Primary Redactor Concerned Unit is soothed by human music. How odd. So this is the Kool-Aid drinker of the bunch. Let's go ahead and recruit him just in case. I'm not going to outfit him just yet. And I'll go ahead and clear these out just in case. That sums it up, doesn't it, guys? Dystopian snowman. There he goes in the neighborhood. Nothing better. It's kind of weird. The future version of the internet in this universe, I guess people just make these short little 2-sentence posts on a web forum somewhere. I have no idea. I think actually there was a... Is it this? Yes, okay, this button goes to the... No, it's on the main menu. It's on the menu. There's a button that launches the old Starsiege forum link that obviously no longer works. Okay. Anyways, I guess I'll leave it at that. I'll go back and try to rescue Eats Only shit, just in case. Or just tell me. Let me know if you want to just let him continue to eat shit in hell, or if you want me to resurrect him so that he can eat even more shit from now on. I don't know, it's up to you. You guys decide. But if not, I'll be using sepsis. But until next time, I guess I will try to get some sleep and go back to animating. I've got a project that I need to get done by probably Monday or Tuesday from Matt, which has eaten up this whole month. I didn't think it was going to take this long. Oh well, that's my problem, not yours. Okay, I will see you guys in part 8. Until then, praise Giver will.